They racked up $12.6 billion in 9 months. So how is it you're telling doctors who can save people's lives to take a drastic pay cut, massive pay cut to 80%, while you now is living the dream and living the life, traveling all over the world, racking up money where you could put back into this to pay the doctors. If you stop traveling, you could cover every single doctor in Kenya salary for the next 5 years with the money just with half the money just from the traveling expense that you guys racked up. Let's jump into it. There's a big protest going on in Kenya. Over 1,500 interns and doctors striking from since March 15th. Now we're April 17th, so it's a little over more than a month now, and they're protesting over the pay slash the government is trying to force on them. So take a listen to this video, look at it, and get a more comprehensive view, and then we can come back and break it down. Take a listen. Boom.
Kenya is facing a medical crisis. Hundreds of doctors are on strike. They're demanding higher wages, jobs for medical graduates, and complete medical coverage for themselves, among other things. The strike started on March 15th, and for almost a month now, Kenya's hospitals have been left paralyzed.
Nothing else we can do. You just hit well, waiting either doctors to resume in their jobs or to go to your father. Nothing else. What else can we do? Yes, and comforting them, giving them our chest to lean on at the moment. Yes.
At the heart of this row are medical interns. Before the strike began, the Kenyan government put out this notice. It's a revised salary threshold for medical interns. Look at the minimum amount, 27,000 Kenyan shillings. That's a bit more than $200. That is the all-inclusive monthly stipend the Kenyan government was offering doctors.
Interns have to be posted, and they have to be posted and paid enough money. They're the ones who run the facilities. They're the ones who are in charge of the wards, and they're not being paid after working 16-hour shifts.
7 years ago, Kenya's government had agreed to pay medical interns 212,000 shillings a month, thrice as much as they're offering today. Yet, Kenya's doctors are being told to take the deal and get back to work. However, the doctors are holding their ground.
Because government has refused to honor the collective bargaining agreement that we signed 7 years ago. The government on strike, we've just joined them.
On Tuesday, a government hospital announced that 100 striking doctors had been sacked. This is the Kenyatta University Referral Hospital in the capital, Nairobi. They also said the doctors had already been replaced, mostly by interns. But 5 doctors had also been hired from nearby countries, 3 from Ethiopia, 1 from Tanzania, and 1 from Malawi. This looks like a pressure tactic by the Kenyan government. The president finally spoke out about the matter on Sunday.
I know we have a situation in Kenya with our doctors and interns. I want to implore on them that it is important for us as a nation to agree that we must live within our means.
Ruto says the doctors should take the latest deal for 70,000 shillings a month. He asked them to think about the country's future and take the deal for the greater good.
So guys, there you have it. You saw the video, so now you have a holistic view where you see doctors, the Kenyatta hospital fired over 100 doctors because they are striking for more pay, and they hire 5 overseas doctors. But let's just jump into it. A doctor, there's 3 tiers of doctor payment in Kenya. You get from tier 1 to tier 3, and tier 1 is between 100,000 to 350,000, and it varies depending on where you fall in that branch. So that's a good salary to earn as a doctor. But now they're cutting the salary down to 27,000 Kenya shilling, and on the highest end 70,000. So that's like a big pay cut you're gonna take if you're a doctor. And interns are getting 27,000 per month, and that is not fair neither, because they are doing 16-hour shifts, which means that's 2 working days they roll into 1, and it's almost roughly a little over $200 to show you the minimal money they're getting. But I'm going to show you why this is ridiculous, because President Ruto is saying these people must live within their means, while he's not. I'm going to show it to you how he's not. And his parliament. So I have no. I agree with these doctors and interns striking for their fear, because after you go to school, study all those years, and then become doctor, you're getting less than a regular worker, and you're a doctor. So I could understand that. But let's take a look at the parliament salary to compare why I think this is unfair and why President Ruto is not living up to what he's saying he's doing. Let's take a listen. Let's take a look. So you have the majority and the minority leader. You have the opposition party. You have the ruling party. That's so. Let's take a look at it. The leading major, the head of the majority party earns 800,000. The minority earns 785,000, and the regular parliamentarians earn 740,000 per month. This is what they're earning. This is a monthly salary. Everything I'm giving is monthly. And so let me translate that into dollars. So 800,000 is roughly 6,200. 785,000 is roughly 6,000, and 740,000 is roughly 58,000 roughly. So, and they also have other um allowances in government, in the parliament. Let me tell you, if a parliamentarian is sitting on a committee, you get an extra 15,000 Kenyan shilling per seating, and that can add up to 240,000 by the end of the month when you sit in the committee. And if you are parliamentarian and you're doing extra duties, you get another 100 and let me make sure because I don't want to say it right. You get another extra 150,000 for doing extra work. Then now they get a car allowance. They get 7.5 million to buy a car, and they also get a 357,000 service fee that they get annually to service the vehicles. Then now let's go on the medical. They have a $10 million insurance medical coverage. 10 million. And look at this. The wife is covered by 150,000. The kids 100,000. Dentists and glasses under 100,000 each. And the government, the parliamentarians also have access to a loan from the bank to up to 35 million for a house and up to 8 million for a car. So you see all extra these extra funds they're getting by just being a parliamentarian, but yet they got a raise from last year to this year, and then they're getting another raise come July. From June to July is the parliament year, and every year they get a raise. And coming June, they're getting another raise, even though they are saying they don't have money, so they're cutting salaries of these doctors, which is another disingenuous move. And President Ruto himself get 101.4 or to 1.5 million per month he's getting as well. So he's getting paid handsomely. So President Ruto have risen the travel allowance for government. Listen to me, in 9 months, President Ruto have racked up 12.5 billion Kenyan shilling for just traveling alone. And let's dive into that. This includes his parliamentarians, his prime ministers, and he's like his deputies. So last year before it was half this amount. It was like 6 billion. Now it jumps to 12 billion in 9 months. So side note, President Tinubu of Nigeria, I don't like him because he's a bad president, but because of the turmoil they're having in Nigeria, he cut all travel, overseas travel, by all ministers and even himself. No more traveling because they don't have the budget for it. But if President Ruto knows this, he knows the government is struggling with the budget, but yet he racked up $12.6 billion allowance, travel allowance for he and his ministers and his deputies. Why not put that money into the budget and stop all traveling until they can afford it? But no, he still flies around the world, Dubai, America, You name it, he's been there. France, Holland, he's going all these places and just talking, having conversations, and they're not signing any deals, you're not bringing back any money to the country. So, why are you doing all this traveling just to speak, just to talk? It makes no sense. And they get allowance to stay in the best hotels. They get car service to carry them around. They don't travel by themselves. They carry their family. They get spending money. They eat in the best restaurants, and they also get a couple thousand to for shopping. And even if they don't use the money they pocketed, they don't return it back to the government. Let me show you. They racked up $12.6 billion in 9 months. So how is it you're telling doctors who can save people's lives to take a drastic pay cut, massive pay cut up to 80%, while you now is living the dream and living the life, traveling all over the world, racking up money where you could put back into this to pay the doctors. If you stop traveling, you could cover every single doctor in Kenya salary for the next 5 years with the money just with half that money just from the traveling expense that you guys racked up. So you are being again. This is to me. This is a puppetry level president he's doing because your citizens are hurting because the hospitals cannot. They are cutting birth deliveries. They're cutting surgeries. People are getting turned away because they don't have doctors they don't have doctors to perform surgeries, and people are actually dying from this. And I put this at the feet of President Ruto. Instead of lecturing the doctors from overseas, 'cause in that video he wasn't in Kenya, he was in a different country. You're lecturing them, they want to live within their means. But you turn it back on your own citizens who are dying from medical care. And this is one of the reasons why I think they don't care because when these guys get sick, his party, his ruling deputies and man, they can take a plane and fly to any country they want and get whatever they want done because they have the funds for it because their salary is high. If you're getting 750,000 Kenyan shilling per month, you can definitely allow to fly you and your family. And not only that, as I said, they are covered up to 10 million Kenyan shilling medically. So they don't need to worry about helping their own citizens when they can just fly out and go anywhere they want. But take a look right on the side of me. I'm gonna show you the official list of every doctor position from chiropractor to dentist, their salary. You can slow the video, pause the video, and you can see the on the side of me there. I won't stop the video, but just pause it and you can see the salary. That's the salary they should be getting instead of giving them some of them is getting 27,000, 47,000, 70,000 at the highest peak. And he promised to give them 260,000 in 2017 when he was campaigning. Now he turned his back on them and go back on his word to show you. But yet he's collecting money from the Americans to take 1,000 troops to Haiti. A little over 3 million. Haiti tell you they don't want your help, but you insist on going in Haiti. Why are you so insistent in going to Haiti to help Haiti when they tell you if you come there they're gonna attack, they're gonna target Kenyan police and analyze them. But your own people who are cannot get help from the doctors because they are so sick, they don't have the money to go to private doctors, so they have to go to the public hospital. You are doing that for your citizens, but you want to go to another country to help other citizens. It doesn't correlate. The scale can balance. Help your own people first. Put them first. Stop traveling around the world giving speeches. We don't need speeches. Leave whoever want to talk to you. Come to Kenya and you can sign deals in Kenya. You don't need to go. Why do you need to take? You feel you need to take up yourself to fly on a private plane with 30 people with you, and you have to feed them, clothe them, put them up in a hotel, and all of this, and give them personal cars to drive. Racking up. Think about it. It's mind-boggling. 12.6 Kenyan shilling in 9 months, not even a year. In 9 months, if you spend that amount of money every year for the next 5 years, for the 5 years in government as a president, that's 5 times 12, which is roughly around what 60 something billion. When you can put that money into the economy to help generate more funds to pay your citizens and help make the Kenyan shilling from stop devaluing, and so many things can be done. But no, you're lecturing these people so they must go back to work and they must take what they get and live in the means. While you are doing the opposite, the definition of a hypocritical person. President Ruto, he's fallen so deep, not deep, he's fallen so off his path from Pan Africanism to puppetry on a different level. So the fact that you're turning the back and having your people unaliving just for you to travel. You can be that. Think about it. President Ruto, because he want to travel so much, he's having his citizens, he's causing his citizens to become not get aid from the hospital and become unalive. That is good directly to his feet. There cannot no way around that because if you can cut his trips, he can save these people. Pay these doctors so they can go and continue working. I understand this. Because when I'm hungry, your belly is full. It doesn't work. They will turn on you at some point. And they already are. Because he's getting booed and cheered wherever he goes. He and his deputies, and he's trying to get people arrested because they're booing him. No, you're going down the wrong path, and this is why his parliament opposition party and some of his even his people in his party is talking about impeachment at this moment. So anyway, let me know what you think about this in the comment section. As always, tell a friend, like, comment, share. Don't know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Boom.